Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the UKW Arena here in Batley. It's another Friday night. It is Friday Night Showdown. I am Z-Voice, Brett Hadley, here with the General Manager of Mayhem, the one, Sid Phoenix. Good evening, mister. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm alright, my friend. Are we ready for some great action tonight on Showdown?
Oh, yeah. But first, we're still waiting to hear from Cayman Carlisle after what happened last week.
We saw Cayman Carlisle was set for action last week on Showdown. He didn't come out. We were all a bit concerned. He was found outside our building on the street, Sid.
We have zero updates from medical. We still do not know an idea where he's at. Is he okay or anything?
Well, hopefully we'll get to find out the condition of the one-man collective at some point. We don't know who attacked him, what state he's in, whether he's in a hospital, whether he's at home.
Yeah, is he
Where is he?
Where is he?
We have no idea. Hopefully we will get some answers about Cayman Carlisle. We'll keep you updated. The minute we hear in our ears any news about him, we will let you, the great viewing public, know. Also, last week we saw that at the end of Showdown, our main event was Kirsty Love and Shauna Reid. And what happened at the end, well...
At least we finally found out who was the belt fish.
It was Leonie Rose. She came out and she re-injured Shauna Reid. This was horrible. I mean, I've said some disparaging things about Shauna Reid. I wish nothing like what happened to Shauna Reid on anybody at all. Shauna Reid is going to join us with an update, I understand. So let's hear from the former television champion and find out how she's doing.
So what exactly happened here, Shauna?
Oh, what always happens. See, last week me and Kirsty Love were having an awesome match.
Sorry.
And then Leonie Rose decided to stick her head into business that doesn't belong to her.
Well, unfortunately, your wrist is fractured. You're going to be out 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, no, I can't be out 4 to 6 weeks. You see, I have to go back over there and I have to teach Leonie a lesson.
I can't clear you to get in the ring.
You have to clear me. You don't understand.
I'm sorry. I really am. I truly am. I can't put you in there. Shauna.
Oh dear, Sid, that's not good. She's refractured that wrist.
The wrist injury is back, meaning that medical there would not even allow her to come back.
The doctor was like, absolutely not. And you know, as a medically trained professional, no way.
When they say no and they won't sign it, you physically are not allowed to enter the ring.
Don't argue with the doctor because they're not going to change their mind. No matter how much you beg them, they're not going to say yes. So unfortunately, Shauna Reid on the shelf again. She's not happy and she's swearing revenge.
Yes, she's mentioned she wants to come back and sort Leonie.
Can you imagine that? We'd be egging her on to sort Leonie Rose. Somebody needs to sort Leonie Rose out.
I was going to say, would it be the first time that I cheer
I think it
for
might
Shauna Reid?
I think it might be. Unfortunately, though, tonight we are going to see Leonie Rose in action. We'll get to that a little bit later, but now it's time for our first match on tonight's Friday Night Showdown. Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, your opening contest of Friday Night Showdown is a singles contest set for one fall. Introducing to the ring first. Looking forward to this, Sid.
I'm going to say, I mentioned it earlier. A man that Brocco got, breaking up creepier, but it is a tremendous pick.
It really was a great pick to get the loudest man in UK wrestling on Friday nights. Introducing the loudest man in UK wrestling, a former UK wrestling heavyweight champion, Batley. Say it with me, JPR. I love doing that.
I think when you're on the mic, you're the only one that's ever louder than the man himself.
I have the microphone power tonight. Does JPR have the power to get back to winning ways this evening? We're going to find out. And JPR's opponent. He's going to not have it easy though, Sid.
I mentioned this earlier, it's not easy. Cliff Harrison comes with championships to his name, already had as much as he had.
Introducing his opponent, he lives on the cliffside, Cliff Harrison. Got my raspy voice on tonight, Sid. Cliff Harrison, always good to see him. Our first contest on Friday Night Showdown. Thanks for joining us wherever you're watching UK Wrestling. We really appreciate it. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now.
Okay, say.
So much wrestling.
And you're welcome to any of the shows.
Oh yeah, come down and see us here in beautiful Batley. Tickets available via UKWrestling.tv or on the UK Wrestling app. The bell has rung. We're on our way. And JPR and Cliff Harrison shaking hands. Good sign of respect.
It was only gonna start like that.
Yeah.
These two men
Will it end like
respect for each other.
How long will that respect last?
This is the first showdown after the brand election.
It is. Oh, Cliff Harrison looks for an early roll-up and nearly caught JPR completely off guard there.
Wow, what a great start that would have been for Cliff Harrison.
Can you imagine that?
Showdown.
Winning in record time.
Over a former UKW heavyweight
Exactly.
champion.
I introduced him as a former champ because he is. Harrison also a former Genesis champion.
I gotta say, champions, they have the
Yeah,
experience.
both
They
guys,
both know what
yeah.
it takes to be top.
Absolutely.
Top of the tree.
Very good analogy from Mr. P at the desk. And now the reset button is gone and side headlock by Harrison here.
Going back to that, I am jealous of these picks that Brocco got. I would have liked either of these, or even both of them on the Mayhem roster. But here they are on Friday Night Showdown.
But we got Ian Creed on Wednesday nights, right? On Mayhem. The other half of Creepy R. A bit of a collision in the middle here. JPR is squeezing his arms
There's a
around.
bear hugging him here.
He's caught him. Squeezing the air out of Cliff Harrison's ribs and his lungs. Harrison needs to free himself from this. Oh! Free himself somehow by JPR. Hitting him now, JPR. Oh, sunset flip by Harrison gets him over. Shoulders down, 2.
2 on the 9.
Ref was a little bit slow though. If he'd got down quicker, do you think it could have been over? Maybe not. We'll never
the ref
know.
was checking the position and see if
Yeah,
JPR's
the shoulders
hand,
were actually down. Yeah,
and
they
it
were.
was- if anything was under the rope, because obviously it was pretty
Oh,
close.
that's twice now, Sid, but JPR nearly lost, like, really, really quickly, quite frankly. And JPR wondering now what he's got to do. Cliff Harrison playing a few mind games with him here. Finally locking up. I mean, I would say JPR's the stronger, but we're never going to find out as he kicks him in the midsection. Front face lock. No. Suplex. No, he's going for Maria Sid. If he hits this, it is all over.
No. Last second escape.
Oh, it's lights out ears as well, and Harrison realises he was in a dangerous spot there. Frees himself. Both men trying to outwit the other here in the early going.
You can see the standard here. 2 former champions.
Yeah.
You can see why they're able to read each other here.
Indeed. Championship pedigree and credentials, no doubt both men would love to get back to the mountaintop at some point. Whilst the current UK Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Jonathan Cedric, is in action tonight on Showdown.
Like I say, I think he's after revenge after what happened last week.
Absolutely.
The firing squad using their numbers
Losing
advantage.
to Damian Black, yeah, that was a travesty of justice. Tonight, Cedric looks to get a bit of revenge on one half of the firing squad's tag team champions. Well, sorry, 1/3, not a half, sorry, a third, in Damon Crow. Snapmare by JPR. We know what comes here, Sid. It's usually a homage to his favourite footballer, right?
And
his
not
favourite
where you
football
want to be.
team.
You do not want to take this
No.
kick.
Oh, right to the back is the Alan Shearer kick. JPR wants another one. Because his team did quite well this season, didn't they? Let's be honest. And JPR got over there a few times to see his beloved football team, but he's not going to get the chance to do it again because Cliff Harrison's up to his feet. Oh, well, he's not now.
Connects
Sorry.
to the face there with that boot.
I spoke too soon. Straight back up and straight back down went the man who doesn't live on my side, Sid, or your side.
The man that lives on the cliff side and now on Friday Night Showdown.
Yes, he is a permanent addition to Friday nights thanks to Red Brocco. Again, JPR looking for lights out again, and Harrison once again had it scouted. Harrison rolls over with a jackknife pin. Gets 2.
So close.
Very
there.
close. Great spirited back and forth contest to start off Friday Night Showdown. On the first Friday of June, can you believe it, Sid? We're already nearly halfway through the year.
Come on, Brett, how many days is it to wrestle Grayson?
Oh, God, 57, Sid.
I knew you'd know. We had it 7 weeks earlier.
It is.
But I knew you'd know. Is he trying to do his own move
I think he
against
is.
it?
Oh, taste of your own medicine. Or what? Wow. And now this crowd want one more again, and Cliff is going to try and do what JPR couldn't do. Yeah, you look at me like that. He's going to try and do what JPR couldn't do. Is he going to hit the PK for the second time? He is. Wow, this match will continue when this commercial break comes back. We'll be right back with more of this on Showdown. Stay right there. Friday Night Showdown is live from Batley. It is the first Friday in June, and we have JPR, the loudest man in UK wrestling.
And as you said, loudest man, he just
I timed that well, didn't I? Oh my God.
Yeah.
He just chopped a hole through Cliff Harrison's mid-chest. Sent me wincing. Oh my God, that made a resounding smack.
I know how it feels for Cliff. I used to wrestle with no top on.
This is
when
why.
it's king contact.
You know, when you ask me, Sid, Brett, why don't you get in there and be a wrestler? Well, that's the blooming reason why, my friend. Things like that. I am more than happy sitting up here with you. Oh, look at Harrison. Harrison's like stinging. JPR knows exactly what he was doing. Harrison's trying to regain his... Oh, he tried it again. This time, Harrison with a receipt. See how you like it, JPR. This crowd wants another one. They're going to get it. Oh, they are. You quite have the same sting.
That's
it's still going to hurt.
The difference between having a top on and
exactly.
no top on.
That's how JPR rolls, though. But Harrison's going to have a... Look at this chest's already bright red. I can see that. I've got a sight disability, man. And I can see that. Oh my God, Harrison's all fired up here. He's got JPR down. He's going to roll him over and cover him. No hook in the leg, though. And only gets 2 and a bit. Not enough to keep former UK Wrestling Heavyweight Champion JPR down.
I've got to give credit to Cliff here.
Oh,
I think it's like the
absolutely.
4th cover now. So every time JPR is using more energy to keep kicking out here.
Oh, speaking of energy, turn that around with a nice suplex. Absolutely did. And a 2.5 again. Back and forth each way.
They're both desperate to start here Showdown after the election, and with a win, obviously saying, Rocco, look at me, look what I can do.
Nobody wants to make a bad impression on the general manager who chose them to be on the show. Exactly. It was good choices by yourself and Red Brocco, both mayhem. And Friday Night Showdown are stacked with talent. We'll see some of that later on in our main event. Cliff Harrison with the leg drop. Trademark Harrison there. Now, can Harrison get something going here? I mean, it'd be a big victory over a former heavyweight champion, wouldn't it?
I mean, it just shows his pedigree if he could get it.
Yeah, exactly.
But where would JPR go from
This
there?
is it. You fear where JPR will go after that, but never give up the mantra with JPR. He never does. Oh, Harrison turned inside out. And JPR is willing his opponent to get back up in it here. JPR hits the ropes. He does a splash. Yes, he does. Right on the midsection of Harrison, but his shoulder was up and his hand was on the ropes. Harrison knew where he was.
Like I say, he was very smart staying close to that rope.
Very smart
there.
indeed.
If you only have to put a hand out to touch that rope, that's using less energy.
Indeed it is, and both men now struggling back to their feet in this highly spirited one-on-one match to start off. Friday Night Showdown. Oh, there's another chop by JPR. Harrison shaking it off. Shake it off. But oh my God, these two guys are absolutely going for it now, just trading blows.
I said blow for blow. Yeah.
What a match. We've still got absolutely no idea which way this is going to go or what it's going to take for one to get a victory over the other. Who really knows what it's going to take? JPR. Just back to Harrison to the ropes. Harrison. I'm just flying back with that boot.
Threw that boot as high as he could, throwing caution to the wind to take JPR
is down,
off
but
his
Harrison can't make the cover. Both men exhausted.
But it shows neither wants to lose. We keep mentioning it, but it's obvious here.
The will to win, isn't it?
They are putting in to try and be victorious here.
It is the will to win, the desire to succeed. If you don't want to win, why are you in there? That's the question. You know, it's a very good one. And now JPR struggling back to his feet. Harrison climbing himself back up in the corner here.
Both just up on their feet, breaking the count.
Oh, Harrison, well, one of them was back on the feet temporarily as JPR is getting knocked down by those axe handle blows. Harrison rolls through. Oh, nice. Takedown, doesn't hook the leg though, gets the cover. And JPR expunging all that energy, kicking out. Expunging, there's your big first word of the night. How's he going to solve a problem like Cliff Harrison? Oh, here comes the lights out. He was going to. Oh, Harrison, though, is he going to get Maria? If he hits this, it's all over. See, oh, he got it.
Connected, is this it? Can he run him over quick enough?
I think he can. I think JPR is the one whose lights are out. Harrison rolls over, and this thing is over. Great match. Here is your winner, Cliff Harrison. Great match.
I'm gonna say, we said it could go either way, but there you have it. First showdown after brand election. Cliff Harrison leaving victorious here.
That could have gone either way, couldn't it? Great victory for the man from the cliff side with Maria, the most beautiful movie. Let's have on your chest in the morning, young man. My God, he's pointed at his chest to me and said,
Whoa, what are you doing here, Tommy? This isn't mayhem.
Dylan is behind JPR. Tommy Dylan is penting with the hardcore title. JPR doesn't want to turn. Oh my God, he tattooed him in the head. Tommy Dylan is gate crash Friday Night Showdown. This is not his show, Sid.
What is he doing?
What the hell is he doing?
This isn't his show.
This is not. He's not supposed to be here.
He did this on Mayhem. Spoiler.
He came out, yeah.
I physically can't do anything. It's not my show.
He attacked somebody for fun on Mayhem, didn't he? And he warned us, he warned you, that it was the first part of his plan, his first message on Wednesday night was to hurt Brent Newman. Tonight he looks to hurt JPR. And now, oh no!
This is exactly what he did.
Is this what he was talking about?
What he's doing. I don't understand.
Yeah, but Sid, on Wednesday he said that was just part one, and we'd find out what he was up to.
No,
he warned us,
we
Sid.
can see him targeting that ankle. We know
JPR's had surgery. He's had surgery. He's broken that ankle in the past.
Oh, no.
JPR is in a bad way here. Dylan, oh, he goes for the referee even.
He has no respect for anyone here.
This is a determined, violent, vicious, vengeful. And he hit the ankle of JPR.
Where is Brocco, get someone out here.
I mean, general manager, No, not again, no. Oh, maybe he realises. Maybe he realises that's enough now. Taunting JPR. Absolute assault, that's what this is. Complete assault and a lack of regard for JP. I mean, this has got to be what he was talking about the other night.
He said he wanted to make statements.
Well, he made one at the expense of Brent Newman, and said it was part one. I mean, is this what he was on about? I don't like what he's doing, but you know, as much as I hate to say it, Sid, Tommy Dylan is a man of his word.
He is becoming my problem.
He is becoming a big problem for everybody, not just you, but now he's just gate crashed. Friday Night Showdown. He had to go with me on Wednesday, said he's not the king of hardcore, he's the conqueror of hardcore.
Number 2.
That was number 2.
And we all know good things come in threes.
Oh God. Did you hear that? He said that was statement number 2 and all good things come in threes, Sid. What could he possibly mean?
Come on everybody, this is JPR!
Oh man, what has got in to Dylan? The amount of disrespect.
This is horrible to see.
It is. Dylan has got he's taunting JPR on the stage, and Dylan is out of it. This isn't even his show. Wow.
I'm gonna have to apologise to Brocco. Why is he coming?
You're gonna have to fight, yeah. Why didn't he come out here and stop it?
Well, he's gonna argue that he's the champion. You can go across brands.
Yeah, but why didn't Brocco come out here and stop it? I mean, it's just, oh dear. Not good. If you are JPR, who's limping out of here
I'm
tonight.
gonna say another one going to the medic bay.
Anyway, I've got a job to do now, Sid. I'm getting up. I'm glad I wore jeans tonight. That's all I'm saying. Let's go and do this.
Well, ladies and gentlemen of the UKW Arena, please welcome to the stage the returning Young Horus. Mr. Horus, it's great to have you back on UKW TV. Great to see you. How are you feeling now you're back in front of an audience? You had the floor, it's all yours. How are you feeling? Tell you what.
I forgot about the drafting of this man to Showdown. We were just about to hear from Young Horus to be interrupted by this. I don't know what to call him.
What is he doing here?
Henry Winter, well, you're not my guest. What are you doing out here?
This is not for real. Have we got a kids division?
I'm here. He's not been a part of this.
You're bigger than him. Do you want to... Come on.
See, that's the big difference between the last time these people saw me and now. I'm not going to take crap from bigger guys. And I'm going to prove it tonight. You want to laugh at me? We'll see who's laughing when I pin you 1, 2, 3 later on.
Yeah.
Challenge laid down there by Young Horus. We'll be right back after this short break.
We are back on Friday Night Showdown, and that was not the guest I expected coming out here, Sid.
Man, he was just about to speak, and then he was interrupted by that.
Of all people, a very cocky Henry Winter, but Horus stood up to him. I mean...
Fair play to him, and I hope Henry Winter gets this cover.
Yeah, but I fear for Horus. Is that a wise decision? We're going to find out a little bit later on tonight. That match will come a little bit later, Young Horus and Henry Winter. But now, it's time to see if the UKW Heavyweight Champion can get a little bit of revenge.
Yeah, it's definitely...
After that debacle we saw last week with Damien Black and the Firing Squad. Let's find out.
Your next contest on Friday Night Showdown is a singles match set for 1 fall. Introducing to the ring first.
Cedric was a victim of a highway robbery.
That we're going to see, if you remember it, Claire, Damien Black came back up on stage and says, there you go, all by myself.
Yeah, all by myself. He had 3 guys out there. Cedric was in a handicap match and nothing more.
Oh, and look, he hasn't come
And again, no, of course he hasn't, Sid. Don't be daft.
Being accompanied by one half of the UKW Tag Team Champions, Uther. He is a member of the Firing Squad, UKW Tag Team Champion, Flaming Damon Crow.
Oh, is he going to talk? Of course
Of course
he's
he
not.
isn't. He doesn't talk.
No. He came up to me, it looked like he was going to say something. No, he's not. No Damien Black tonight, as far as I'm aware, anyway, unless he's lurking
Come on,
somewhere.
we don't know if he's
Yeah,
lurking.
he
We
could
know
be
they love to
yeah.
play the numbers game. He could be anywhere.
Literally could be the UKW Tag Team Champions. Quite dominant as champions as well. The firing squad are here. It's time to introduce the heavyweight champion.
And introducing Damon Crow's opponent.
It's familiar music to anybody who's followed UKW for an extensive amount of time.
He was the #1 pick.
Exactly.
Showdown.
Red Rocco's numero uno is this man.
He is your UK Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, Jonathan Sedgwick.
Said with some gusto. Jonathan Sedgwick. Proud as proud can be in 5 months. As I am with my fancy bow tie tonight. But can Sedgwick get a bit of revenge? Just a little bit, I'm sure. He wants Damien Black. You'd think so, but he's going to get the next best
At the end of the
thing.
day, it's the whole firing squad going against him, costing him his match. It wasn't just because of 1 or 2. It's the whole firing squad that the problem it lies with.
It was not fair. I mean, life isn't fair, Sid, but whoever said it would be, right? It is a true fact. Sedgwick is the one with the World Heavyweight Championship. Obviously, we're heading towards Showcase of Champions 3 weeks tomorrow, June 24th. We will find out who Sedgwick's next opponent is going to be. Do you think Damien Black will have a case for a championship match?
There we go.
Oh,
It starts
already
straight
look.
off with Ufa, but this is what they will be going for.
They're like a pack of rabid animals. And Sedgwick needs eyes in the back of his head at this point. As we do head towards Showcase of Champions Saturday night, June 24th. And again, Uther making his presence known behind the referee's back for like the 3rd time here. Sedgwick is in a glorified handicap match. Make sure you get your tickets and join us June 24th right here in the UKW Arena for Showcase of Champions, where every single championship will be defended that evening, including Sedgwick's Heavyweight Championship. But he's struggling here with both members of the firing squad out here. Damon Crow getting the advantage, working away on that leg. And Sedgwick's been around a while, he knows what he's doing, he is smart, but he is only one man, and 1 man versus 2 usually never ends well. Oh, but this time, Uther again grabs the ankle. Referee did see it that time. This time, Sedgwick has an answer for it. Hits an atomic drop from the front and from the back. And finally, Sedgwick might be able to get something going here in that clothesline.
That's vintage Jonathan Sedgwick.
It really is. It was excellently executed. And you saw, as soon as the referee got to 1, Uther was up on the apron like a hyena. I was saying before, it's like a glorified handicap match.
Yeah, every time the firing squad, especially the 3-bird rule on them championships, you just don't know who you will get.
Oh, Damon Crow is about to have his back broken right across the knee of Sedgwick. And Uther might not say much, but his actions do a lot of talking.
I was going to say that. I was like telling him, come closer to me there, you can see
And
it.
Sedgwick, we know, likes to work on body parts, usually the leg, to set up for the Sedgwick sharpshooter. And now he's taking his time with Damon Crow here. And Uther is sort of helpless on the outside at this point. Is Sedgwick going to go for it, sir? Is this on his mind?
Is it
Quick
an early
revenge?
night?
Is it going to be an early shower for Sedgwick? He's trying. Oh, he used the referee again as a distraction there. And Damon Crow. And look at what's Uther. And Damon Crow knew what he was doing there again, distracting the ref. So that Uther could take another cheap shot. That's been like the 4th cheap shot Uther has taken. And now Damon Crowe back to the leg and the knee as Cedric. The leg screw there.
Like I said, I think we need to set a tally chart.
Yeah, I think so.
For
Yeah.
all the time.
We're nearly up to 5, I'll tell you now. Yeah. I think you're right. Cedric's leg is getting worked over here. Yeah, I think we're up to 4 at this point. He's Crowe firmly on the side of the UKW champion. Oh, look at Damon Crowe now pushing all that weight on that knee.
Yes.
It's not good. You Cedric, you're a long way from the ropes as well.
I'm going to say, that's actual ring positioning by Damon Crowe. Very smart there.
Yeah, might not like their tactics, but the Firing Squad is smart. He's also now, he's got like a single leg hook crab on that leg. And pulling on the back as well.
Yeah, I'm going to say that knee there placed into the back as you wrench the opponent's knee up.
Cedric trying to fight out of this. The shots to Damon Crowe here finally does break Damon Crowe's grip, but Crowe back with a drop kick. And Cedric pulling himself up with the aid of the corner. Here on Friday Night Showdown, we get tonight's main event. Sebastian Mercer, the mercenary, in there against former television champion Cerebral Steve. That should be a fantastic main event tonight.
Steve just coming back from injury
coming back from injury. Oh, Damon Crowe might be injured after that. He found nothing but air, imagination and turnbuckle there. Oh, Cedric now spaghetti leg, but he's trying to get the feeling back in his wheels. Firing off with a couple of clotheslines, big back elbow by the owner of the company. I mean, is he going to be fit? He's trying to shake it off. I know what he had on his mind there, that Cedric leg drop, but he couldn't get it. Or maybe now he's going to do it. He's thinking, you know.
Say, is he going to gamble with that leg being
targeted? It is a gamble. He shook it off before. Is he going to hit the leg drop? He's become infamous for. He does. He hurts himself. You can see him hurt himself there a bit doing it. But he nailed it on Damon Crowe.
You see him tweak that.
Yeah, shake it. Come on, he's saying it's done. Setting up for the infamous Cedric super kick. If he kicks the head off of Damon Crowe's shoulders, this thing is over. Tuning up the Cedric banner. Look at Uther on the outside here, sitting in front of me and you. Uther on the apron. Gets caught. Oh, now Damon Crowe, though, takes advantage again. That's the 5th distraction of Uther. But this time it didn't work. And Cedric levels Damon Crowe, and this thing is over.
Here is your winner, the UK Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, Jonathan Sedgwick.
And he got just a little taste of the Firing Squad tonight.
I think Jonathan was ready for it tonight. Their underhand tactics too many times now. Too many for trying to get it up there. Jonathan was ready.
All the attempts by Uther, and there were quite a lot of them to interfere, had no real bearing, and now Cedric is dispatching Damon Crowe out of the ring. Insult to injury and making a point. This is my ring.
I would say 1/3 of the Firing Squad defeated there.
Yeah.
You could say for Jonathan Cedric. Uther best watch out. Damien Black best watch out.
Absolutely. Cedric is off for revenge on all 3 members of the UK Wrestling Tag Team Champions tonight. He got his first slice of the revenge pie, and you see Uther looking back at Cedric. Is Uther the next? First, Jonathan Cedric. And it's the silence of watching somewhere. He's not going to be very happy about what just happened.
He's not.
Jonathan Cedric heads to Showcase of Champions. 3 weeks tomorrow, Sid, June 24th. Every championship on the line, we know.
Championship on the line, and we do not know who will challenge for that.
We do not know, but
Heavyweight Championship.
on Wednesday Night Mayhem this week, we did find out who's going to challenge for the TV championship. We found out in a hell of a main event on Wednesday Night Mayhem. I'm still like getting over it. I'm surprised I've even got a voice tonight. 48 hours after that incredible main event, you're smiling like a Cheshire Cat on your show, Wednesday Night Mayhem, where we saw Momentum get the chance to get his hands on the World Television Championship in 3 weeks against Johan Hunt when he won an incredible six-pack challenge. If you've got a few minutes, make sure you check out Wednesday Night Mayhem from this week, because that thing was incredible. More Showdown right after this. Stay right there. We are back. It is Friday Night Showdown live from Batley, and we saw earlier, I was trying to get a word with young Horus, and out comes Henry Winter unceremoniously laughing in the face of the Egyptian underdog. That match is coming up soon. We're getting the chance to catch up with young Horus backstage just before this. Let's take you to that footage right now, and then we'll get the match underway.
Horus, my man, do you think this is the smartest idea?
All my life, I've been picked up and bullied by people who think lesser of me. Tonight, that changes. Tonight, I not only stand up for myself, but for everybody just like me. They don't call me the underdog for nothing.
Horus is all fired up. He's at the top of the stage behind me. Let's do this.
He's ready. You heard it there. He's been bullied and picked and all this.
Is he ready for what he's got coming through the curtain though?
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match on Showdown is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first, the Egyptian underdog, Young Horus!
He looks ready and he's all fired up. But does he realise that Henry Winter's a very dangerous man?
A man that likes to pick you apart and beat you down and down. But young Horus, we saw him last week come back to UKW television in a strong performance.
Yeah, it's true. His first match back in UKW last week was against J-Ro. And it was impressive, but this is not J-Ro about to come through the curtain, Sid. That's all I'm going to say.
And his opponent.
It's anything but J-Ro. It's the polar opposite. But this is a man J-Ro knows very well for the wrong reasons. Former hardcore champion. And not somebody I would want staring across from me in a wrestling ring.
Introducing young Horus's opponent, Henry Winter.
I know this isn't your show, but you're not going to let this happen.
Saying it's not your show,
That's
Sid.
Rocco, not me.
It's all on Rocco,
I can do nothing. I'm just a commentator.
Henry said, are you really going to let this happen? There's nothing that Sid can do about this. Henry Winter looking supremely confident. Is Horus in a world of trouble, or has he got an answer for Henry Winter?
Well, it was a different young Horus we saw. We saw him stand square in the face.
Yeah, but that's Henry Winter, Sid. Not any mere mortal man. Taking his time is making Horus think about his decision to challenge him. And we're going to find out here if Horus really does have a chance. The only good thing about this, Sid, is Lawrence is not here. It's the only good thing about it. I don't have to put up with the disingenuous nature of Lawrence Breeze, Well, yeah, I can't say what I want to say there, but yeah, thank goodness. I can't. That guy gives me the creeps, I'll tell you. I've never met a more disingenuous person in my life. Henry Winter's not much better, don't get me wrong, but still. Henry Winter is the one in the ring. Horus is ready and waiting, but is he really ready? What's he got to do here, Sid? If he's got a chance of winning, what's he got to do?
He needs to use that speed we know that young Horus
He's just had a train collide with him in the corner. He can't exactly use his speed while... Oh, I spoke too soon. You see Horace kick Henry Winter in the face, but Henry Winter not phased by it whatsoever. Winter is just raw. Oh my God, I don't need to even say what happened there.
Just lifted him like he wasn't even there.
No, he just lifted him over the top rope with the greatest of ease, and I don't like Horace's chances here, I'm sorry. But you never know. Like we always say, it only takes 3 seconds, but how is he even going to get Henry Winter off his feet? Got him in the corner, but again, Henry Winter unfazed. There's no way he's going to be able to Irish whip Henry Winter out the corner. Henry goes for a back elbow.
You've got to be impressed by young Horace. I'm
impressed by his speed, but everything he's doing is not having much of an effect on Henry, who, oh my God, just reversed that Irish whip with a force. Again, though, Horace hits the kick again. Winter still not really rocked. What he is now is Horace finally going to get something going here. In behind Winter, confuses him, ducks under the clothesline, hits up. He's not. Oh, what was he thinking there? Oh, he's in trouble here. Said he doesn't want to be there. Horace escapes certain disaster. He can't sunset flip him over. And Henry Winter is just laughing. He's not laughing after that. Insiguri has Winter over the ropes. So what's he trying here? Henry Winter pushes him off. Horace is in. Oh no, he just got muscled down. Wasn't pretty, but it stopped all the momentum Horace had going there.
I gotta say, it's the first point Henry Winter has young Horace grounded, shall we say.
Look at him with the arrogant cover, his hands on his chest.
Just typical Henry Winter.
Arrogant, conceited, confident, dangerous. I mean, the problem is we can't really argue with him because he backs it up. Oh my God, did you hear that? And the anguish on Horace's back. He's saying to the referees,
check him.
Yeah.
See if he wants to continue.
See if he's still conscious. Yeah. I mean, there's no quitting Horace, we know there isn't, and he said it himself. He's doing this to stand up for people just like him who face adversity, but oh dear.
Just using that weight advantage to choke.
You think he's regretting his decision to challenge Henry Winter yet? A few minutes into this match. Another huge Irish whip. And Horace, sternum first into the turnbuckle. Winter,
why is he even pointing at
arrogant.
Me?
And now look at this.
I can't.
The arrogance of Winter putting one of those gigantic feet on the body of Horace. And Winter's enjoying this, you can tell he is. This is his idea of a good night out.
This match is at Winter's pace now. He's got it.
He slowed it down.
Ready to favour him.
Oh, look at that. Deadlifting him off the floor with a power bomb. He just did that with like the greatest. He just deadlifted him off the floor. That's another human being in there. He's pointing at you. It's nothing to do with you. No.
Why does he keep calling me
Absolutely
out?
nothing to do with you, Mr. Phoenix. But he pointed up at us. And at this point, he could put Horace away whenever he blooming well wanted to at this point. He's got him over the ropes, and that huge knee and all that weight, oh no! Coming right down on the back of young Horace. I mean, Henry Winter, former hardcore champion. Oh no, Horace is draped over the ropes here. Not a good place for Horace, he needs to get out of there. Needs to get out of there, and finally sees where he is. Kicks Henry Winter.
Didn't look at us too much there.
Oh, he's down for the first time. Henry Winter is down, and for the you got one.
The excitement here is Henry Winter's down.
That was temporary.
That one count.
Wow.
Just silenced us.
Wow, the one count by Henry Winter, who just, oh my God. He just steamrolled over, and again, he's not on his head.
He's saying, I can change it. This is not my show.
It's Red Brocco's show.
I'm commentary team only tonight.
Yeah, exactly. You have no authority here, Mr. Phoenix. Honestly. Now, Henry Winter, again, looking at us. It's not on our heads. It's on Horace. Oh, he's got an ankle lock on Horace. He might break it. Screaming at Horace to give in. If it was you, would you be tapping here? I mean, Would I tap out and live to fight another day?
Yes, what I'm
Probably,
saying.
yeah. I think I would, but Horace is not me. He's got dragged back to the middle of the ring. Oh my God, what's he going to do? He's got to tap out, surely. If he doesn't tap out, he's going to pass out. Surely to God.
What is the damage here? The longer this is held on.
Can he take much more? Can he reach a rope? Horace is still fighting. To his credit, he got to the rope.
What
How?
resilience.
How did he do it? Henry Winter knows. There is no quit in young Horace. Henry Winter's still not done with this. And now Horace has barely been able to get back to put any weight on that ankle, so he'll get back to his feet.
What would the damage be? Holding on and on and on.
Damage is right. Oh! At this time, Horace tried it. He's trying to fight back, still hurting himself by doing it.
You saw that.
Yeah. And Henry Winter knows full well that Horace got out of the way. Oh my God! Did you hear that? That was uncomfortable. Horace is out. Horace is actually out here. The referee might call this. Is Horace able to continue here?
Oh my God, what is he doing?
Oh my God, just call the match off, ref, for crying out loud. Just call it off. Horace is just in trouble here. Up he goes, and if he wasn't out before, he is after that.
He's lifeless there.
I mean, the referee's got to make a call here. Horace is out. That's got to be. Just call the match off for. Oh no, that's it. Yeah, finally the referee calls for it. Horace is actually out, Sid.
He is out cold there.
Wow.
Here is your winner via knockout, Henry Winter.
Horace is still not moved.
As much as he's saying I could have fixed it.
I need a spatula for young Horace to scrape him up off the canvas after that. That was brutal. That was uncomfortable to watch. Henry Winter with a very dominant showing on Friday Night Showdown tonight. We shall be back with Chris Castle. Oh yay. After this break, stay right there. Friday Night Showdown is back in moments. It is Friday Night Showdown live from Batley, and young Horace took an absolute licking there. Oh my days.
You've got to give him credit. He stood up.
Yeah, and he did. To his credit, during the commercial break, you guys didn't see that, but he walked out on his own merit, and he turned to me and said, "What did he say?" I didn't give up.
Didn't give up. The resilience there, Sean.
But he did get knocked out.
What condition will he be in though after that?
Will he ever? Will he learn? Will he not challenge people like Henry Winter again? We'll find out. Young Horace back here in UKW. So now the next match is a rematch from Monday Night Ignite. We had this match on Monday night, and we can take a look at what happened here with Chris Castle and Jacob Reed. If you want to look up at the screen, Mr. P. This is on Monday night.
Oh, Chris, fighting. And your winner, Chris Castle.
And it was part of the 10-minute rule we now have.
You have it.
Yes,
saw it
with the around-the-clock championship. But it's now. Let's see. People are a bit confused about this. Somebody pulled it up the other day, saying, "Why isn't this like defended 24 hours now?" That's not the point of this anymore. And I've got to explain this, just so people understand that the around-the-clock means they've got to beat the clock. Really,
Yes,
you've got
now.
10 minutes.
It means you've got a time limit. You've got 10 minutes as challenger on standard shows, or 15 on pay-per-view to become champion. So you've got to go in that match like a lightning bolt.
Yep, and get it done. And Chris Castle is now wanting to have another shot at Jacob Reed after that, and Jacob Reed more than happy to oblige.
Your next contest on Friday Night Showdown is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first.
must also stress this is non-title. Chris Castle said.
Chris Castle does the Castle way.
He said the only way I'm fighting Jacob Reed again is if my title is not on the line. And Red Brocco was like, oh, all right then. So that's how we are here.
Introducing first, the Friday Night Showdown around the clock champion, Chris Castle.
Oh, he's not going to let you live that down, not calling him the hardest working man.
Well, he didn't put his title on the line, Sid, that's all I'm saying. If he was the hardest working man, he'd have said, yeah, okay. But he didn't.
I 100% agree. He should be a fighting champion. He
Yeah,
should put it on
thank
the
you,
line.
that's why I didn't do it. What a buffoon. Chris Castle is here. Let's see if he's going to live to regret it.
His opponent in this non-title contest. Introducing Chris Castle's opponent, Jacob Reed.
So Jacob Reed was moments away in his mind from beating Castle for that title on Monday before the bell rang. The time ran out.
Time ran out on his opportunity.
Well, there's no time limit here because it's a non-title match. No time limit, but no title either.
Yeah.
And we'll see if Jacob Reed can do what he couldn't do on Monday and defeat the hardest working man in UK wrestling, Chris Castle. Said it under duress there, alright. Jacob Reed with a side headlock here.
Come on, Brett, you do know he's going to target you if you do not start trying to call it down the line about
Tell
Chris
somebody
Castle.
who cares. I don't care what he says to me. I've taken more of his abuse than from anybody else in this company since I've been here. Jacob Reed up and over Castle. Jacob Reed, oh, the big uppercut. Jacob Reed seems sort of rejuvenated recently. You know, he had a bit of a dip in his fortunes, and now he seems a bit more motivated.
Like I say.
Oh my God! Oh, Castle just got Jacob Reed's feet motivated right in his face.
Brett, you're smiling a bit too much
Oh,
here.
I like when I see that Castle cuts him off. Not smiling now, am I? Rolling my eyes for the people who can't see me. Castle now choking Reed over the ropes. Castle, wily, he knows how long he has.
Well, you can see how relaxed Castle is. He knows this is a non-title match here. So you can see him smirking.
I think he wants to make a statement. I think he wants to make a point, even to me or to the audience. He wants to make a point that, you know, he's here for a reason. He is a champ for a reason. Boots Jacob Reed in the back. And now, those big knees down into the back of Jacob Reed. He's a big guy, we say it a lot. He's huge, he's very, very tall.
If you take away the back of a big guy, that's his strength.
Listen to Castle taunting the crowd here. Nobody wants to see it one more time, Chris, but yeah, he doesn't care what the crowd
it's your favourite move?
Oh, great. I give up my Friday nights to watch this. Really. It's an abomination. It's the bouncy Castle. Good Lord. Hooks to the leg. Is he getting the victory? No. Thankfully, Jacob Reed kicked out.
Castle not in no fear.
Now, I wonder why. We've got Let's Go Jacob chants going here in Batley. They want the former Genesis champion to get back into this. Is he going to be able, though, to beat Chris Castle and maybe stake a claim to be having a title match?
I was going to say, he wasn't able on Monday Night Ignite to become champion, but what happens if Jacob Reed could pull off a victory here tonight? Would he be able to say, can I have another shot?
I would think so, yeah. I would definitely think that would be where he went. But Castle has got Jacob Reed in the corner now. Referee trying to get him out of there. Castle breaks on 4. Look up at me. Castle takes his eyes off Jacob Reed for a moment, but gets him back down here. Yeah, Castle is a pain in my backside, but he is, you know, he is good at what he does, by annoying people. And now look at the strengths of Castle. Oh, the Michinoku driver. He's quite good at that as well. See, I gave him some credit. Are you happy now?
What? No, it's saving
now
you
look,
from the wrath of the castle.
Now, look at the... Oh, hassling the castle, is that it? Look at the arrogance. He hit 2... Oh, dear. He hit the beautiful Michinoku driver. But then goes back to taunting people. And now, wrapping up Jacob Reed here. Wow. And he's got Jacob Reed caught up here. Is it going to be enough for Jacob Reed to give in though, Sid?
Set holding him to both arms, locking him up so he can't physically get anywhere.
Oh, but look, Jacob Reed's big and strong, fights out of it. And Reed has now the one with Chris Castle. Yeah, he's got Kamara lock on him. We know this move breaks people's arms. Castle's got to be careful here. Oh, now Jacob Reed could be looking for a big boo. Jacob Reed is re-energized, waiting for Castle to turn around. Castle's not going to like delirium, but he catches it. Is this it? Is Jacob Reed going to win? Oh, I got a little bit excited there, sorry. 2.5 for Jacob Reed. Not enough to beat Castle. Oh, and you hear Jacob Reed there saying, time to take his head off. Oh, but Castle looking for Castle Rock. Jacob Reed blocking it. Out goes Castle, and this time, Jacob Reed flies off. One step ahead. And now, Jacob Reed with an opportunity here. He's going to pick him up. Is this it, Sid? Is he going to fall to Jacob's ladder?
We saw him try this.
He's done it.
He didn't have enough time.
There's no time limit this time, and that is it. No time limit. If that would have been for the title, he'd have won it. But it wasn't. But still, Jacob Reed with a big victory.
Here is your winner, Jacob Reed.
There, you said it before that announcement. If that was for the title, we'll tell you that was in the time limit.
We've got a timer up on the stage. That was like 8 minutes or so. He would have been the champion if that was a title match. He'd have done it, man. Jacob wanted the microphone.
Chris, I told you last week, Monday even, with our timer, there's no protection, there's no safety net to fall back on. I'm beating you. Next week, shut up, Lauren. Next week, one more time, around the World Championship. I will beat you within 10 minutes.
There we go. Jacob Reed said he's done it without a time limit, and next week said he wants the chance to do it.
So it's down to obviously Red Brocco. It's Showdown around the clock championship here.
Yep. The challenge is out.
Castle defend it again.
I'm gonna see Castle's gonna accept. I'm gonna have a laugh with this.
I'm the champion.
Well, we're gonna have a laugh with this one, I'll tell you.
Defend this title.
We'll see. Wait for this.
Chris, Jacob Reed just challenged you for your Around the Clock Championship next week. Are you going to accept?
Like I just told all these idiots here, these people think Red Brocco runs this show.
Does? He does?
I am the champion. People like me should be valued. And I get to say, no title match for Jacob Reed. He blew his shot. On to the next one.
Wow, so Castle flat out denying the challenge. Can you believe? Well, I can believe that because the guy's just beat him. I mean,
it's not down to him. Me and
no, exactly. It's not really down to him. It's down to Red Brocco, who makes the matches and the decisions.
He needs to realise if Red Brocco says, "Guess what? Jacob Reed is having a second shot," he will be defending.
And you know what? if I was champion, if I was Red Brocco, sorry, I would give him the title match. We'll see if that happens next week. More Friday Night Showdown. Your best friend Leonie Rose is on the way after the break. Stay right there. Showdown is back in a jiffy. It is Friday Night Showdown live from Batley, and the action keeps rolling. It's women's time, Sid. Let's get them out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a women's match set for 1 fall.
That music is very familiar. We saw this young lady last week come out and reveal herself as the one who stole, yes, the UK Wrestling Women's title belt at Rebound. And then she injured Shauna Reed.
Introducing first, former UK Wrestling Women's Champion, Leonie Rose.
See, she couldn't even take the compliment when you called her a former. She wanted you to say two-time.
What is it with these people, Sid? I tell you. Honestly.
I stand corrected, a former 2-time UK Wrestling Women's Champion, Leonie Rose. Introducing her opponent. Her opponent, accompanied by Ruby Brocco, here is Nisa!
Baby looking like Harakazana on a plain day, like a kite, like Goofy.
Well, Leonie's still complaining.
She's complaining that 2 talent drafted to mayhem here. What?
Oh, and out of the blocks, Leonie Rose didn't wait for Nisa to even get in the ring before she blindsided her, Sid.
Mario said she knows she couldn't win this if she was face to face and everyone ready.
Yeah. Oh dear, Leonie Rose taking an advantage, but Nisa's not going to take it. And Nisa fires back on Rose. Maybe Rose thought the way to catch Nisa off guard was to blindside and surprise her. But this time, Leonie might have got what she bargained for from Nisa. Nisa out of the corner with a bulldog. Oh,
Leonie was going to try and leave
and then she realised that Ruby is on the outside and she can't get out without somebody being there to meet her. And therefore, she's had to stay in. And Nisa with a splash hooks the leg. Is she going to win? Oh, this would be a huge victory for Nisa, wouldn't it? She beat the former 2-time women's champion Leonie Rose.
Just say, what a moaning wrestler, wanting everyone to know she's a former 2-time.
Like you said, she wouldn't just take the compliment, no. And I thought I'd better do it because I don't want a headache all over my social media from her either. Got enough with Castle to contend with. Oh! Leonie Rose is down. Oh, dear, she's got Nisa down in the corner here. Very arrogant by Rose. And Leonie Rose in control of the relative newcomer Nisa. She's been around a couple of months now, but Rose has been here a long time. She knows. According to her, she is the women's division. And without her, there is no women's division, which is a load of twaddle.
You can see it right here.
Yeah. It's a load of nonsense, but if you're Leonie Rose, you fully believe you are the centre of the women's universe here in UKW. It's true, isn't it? She thinks she is the centre of everything.
I was going to say, she thinks everything revolves around her.
Yeah, literally, including that women's championship. But yeah, she came out at Rebound, stole it like a thief in the night, and last week made a definitive statement. And now, Rose with a bulldog of her own, said, I can do it as well. Didn't get the victory though, did it?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, she came out in that match with Kirsty Love and Shauna Reed. It was a great match as well. Shauna Reed wasn't lying. It was a really good match they were having. We were enjoying it up here.
I was going to say, we were stoked. We saw them two go verbal war before. Yeah. That was announced as main event last week.
It turned into a great match before Leonie Rose came and interjected herself, and then she re-injured that wrist of Shauna Reed. And I do mean this. If Shauna Reed is watching, I really do hope you are back soon so you can teach this young lady a lesson. Absolutely. I know we've had our differences, but yeah, I mean that, big fisherman suplex, holds on, but only gets 2. Yeah, we hope Shauna Reed gets healed up soon. And if I was Leonie Rose, the minute she knows that Shauna Reed's on the way back here, Leonie Rose has got to watch her back.
I guess Shauna needs to play it smart here and not let Leonie know.
No.
We know she'll run as fast as she can.
I know what it's like to anger Shauna Reed, and it's not a good thing. Nisa, rolls through Leonie Rose here. Oh, almost had it. That would have been a monumental upset. Oh, but Rose just rags her down by that long hair. Disingenuous and disrespectful. You expect nothing less, though, from a former two-time women's champion, Leonie Rose. This crowd, you hear them with the Let's Go Nisa chant. They'd love Leonie Rose to get upstaged here, as would Ruby Brocco's on the outside from Monday. Oh no, she's actually on Mayhem. She got drafted to Mayhem, didn't she?
Part of Wednesday night.
Yeah.
From Mayhem here.
And you'd think Leonie Rose, who's the general manager of Ignite, would have probably thought she'd have got rid of Ruby Brocco. But no, she has not. You drafted Ruby. You obviously see the potential.
She's a second generation talent there. When wrestling is in your
remember
family
how you did this though? You did it in front of her dad in a bit of spiteful heat of the moment.
I was in shock.
Drafting.
He broke up NRG.
Yeah, I know.
So I thought, what can I do? But it's a great pick. I'm not.
It is. Oh, that was a great kick, not a great pick. Oh, Leonie Rose might have knocked Nisa out. Oh, sorry to cut you off there, but that was nearly it. It was a great pick. I'll agree with that. Looking forward to seeing Ruby on Wednesday Night Mayhem. Make sure you join us Wednesday night, 8 p.m. And Leonie Rose looking for the death drop DDT here, but Nisa counters it, kicks her in the goal. It's a stunner. Oh, Leonie might be out. Sid, has she done it? Oh, that was close. That was nearly a stunning victory for Nisa. Thank you. But not to be. Oh, and now Leonie with a Red Queen. She's won titles with that move in the past. Is she about to beat the newcomer? No, she's not. Not enough.
Not enough, but you can see it took a lot out of Nisa there. The kick out was very weak, but just enough.
It did, and this match rolls on. Thanks for joining us. Friday Night Showdown live from Batley every Friday night. We've got Monday Night Ignite, Wednesday Night Mayhem, Friday Night Showdown. Loads of wrestling every week from the heart of West Yorkshire. And also we've got Saturday Rundown as well. Don't forget that with Piper Adams and Dylan Chase. And then our monthly special events. The next one, Showcase of Champions, June 24th. On Drags for breakfast by Nisa. She's showing a good accounting of herself here, I'll tell you that, Sid.
She's shown why I chose her in this brand lecture.
And now, right to the back of the neck. Leonie is rocked. Nisa's got something going here. Could this be an absolutely monumental upset? Oh, Leonie Rose blocks Nisa off at the pass. Hammerlock throws her over, rolls her over. Oh, she got caught in a cross. Oh, oh my God. Oh, this is not good if you're Nisa. She's got caught, Sid.
Where you want to be, centre position.
Right in the middle of the ring, Leonie Rose has got Nisa wrapped up like a pretzel, and Nisa has no choice but to give in. But what a valiant effort. What a valiant effort. Leonie Rose is not letting go. The referee's got to get some separation here. Leonie's going to hurt Nisa if she doesn't.
She needs
Ruby
to break here.
Brocco's got the microphone. What is Leonie Rose thinking?
Why wouldn't she break?
Why?
She got the bell.
She won the match.
She got the bell.
I'll tell you why, Sid. She's making a statement. And now, there's the DDT. That's the exclamation point on the end of the sentence.
I am single-handedly the women's division, and I will keep going through the scum of every single brand until I get what I want.
Here is Red Brocco.
Good enough.
Leonie, I've had enough of this. Get out of here.
Finally, Brocco telling Leone to get out of his ring.
Give me what I want.
Oh, God.
Listen, Leone, I don't work that way. That ain't happening. And I've had enough of you. Get out.
Brocco suttles the house brick through the window.
The biggest mistake of your life. You know what I want. The Women's Championship.
I've made a lot of mistakes, so don't just leave.
Brocco had enough. And the tomfoolery of Rose.
Every week.
Brocco's had enough of Leone, who's determined to get that women's championship back.
Wait, what happened to Shauna?
You hurt her, that's what happened to Shauna. Oh dear. And now Nisa being helped out of here.
I'm going to say by the general manager in red, Brocco, and the referees there. Even Ruby Brocco helping a friend.
I mean, the disrespect by Leone Rose, calling people like Nisa scum, she's anything but.
It's like she got the victory with a submission there.
It wasn't enough.
Let go.
It wasn't enough that you made the opponent tap out. You had to put the cherry on top of the cake and then eat it. I mean, just give her and then complain.
Through Leone Rose's head.
She is violent, I tell you.
This is. I was never, and I mean this, never have even thought about picking Leone Rose because this is the problem child she can be.
This is on Red Brocco's head. He's the one who drafted it. And he said, when he did it, he said, against my better judgment, I'm drafting Leone Rose, but he still did it anyway.
But he said, I'm taking one for the team, and someone's got a manager, so I've got to respect him in that
Yeah,
way.
but it took him a couple of minutes to come out here, which he'd already done the damage to Nisa.
Look what's happened here. Nisa, Mayhem roster, could be injured there. We saw her do it to Shauna Reid.
Might not, yeah.
I'm
we
hoping
saw
medical clears Nisa
Yeah,
here.
we saw Shauna Reid at the top of the show say she is injured again. That wrist is injured. We hopefully will see Shauna Reid back here, and if we do, I wouldn't want to beat Leone Rose. More Friday Night Showdown is here. That main event between Mercer and Steve still to come. We'll be back soon. Stay right there. It is Friday Night Showdown in Batley. It's Brett Hadley and the one, Sid Phoenix, here at ringside. And our main event still to come with Cerebral Steve and Sebastian Mercer, but we must talk again about what happened last week to Cayman Carlisle. Said it was uncomfortable. We found him outside.
It's uncomfortable, and it's even worse. There is still minimal
We've still not heard
news.
anything.
Nothing is out there. We don't know where he is, if he's been treated. We still don't even know who's
responsible. Who would do that? Like literally, the guy, we called him out. His music played. We found him literally outside on the street. Hurt and down. If we find out any information on Cayman Carlisle, keep your eye on our social media channels, and we will find out. Actually, we got that. We've got the footage.
Yeah,
let's take a look back.
Everyone can see.
Yeah,
what we're
let's see what we're talking about. That footage from last week. We found Cayman Carlisle outside. And he was in a bad way. Rocco wanted the camera out of there.
See, that is what it was left on. Obviously, other wrestlers concerned for Cayman's health.
He's a human being.
He's legged against the wall there. What has physically gone on?
Well, hopefully we will find out. Keep your eye on our social media and on our weekly programming. We will let you know as soon as we know what happened to Cayman Carlisle.
I'm going to say, Cayman, reach out to us. Let us know. Let medical get in touch with you. Come back. Let's see if you're physically ready. Where are you?
Where are you,
Does
man?
he know anything?
I don't know. Did he see who did it?
Exactly.
Did he get blindsided? Does he have any idea?
No, that's just what I mean.
Who knows?
We're wishing our best to Cayman.
Well, it's tough times for Cayman Carlisle. Don't forget, we are 3 weeks away. 3 weeks tomorrow, June 24th, Sid. It will be Showcase of Champions in this very building. Every single title on the UKW roster will be up for grabs, including the Women's Tag Team Championships.
Yes, it's a long time since we have seen them defended, and they are back.
They are back, along with the World Heavyweight Championship that Jonathan Sedgwick currently holds. We'll find out who he's going to face. We do know one match for certain will be Johan Hunt, the World Television Champion, in his first defence since winning that belt against... No, sorry, it's his second defence. He's already defended it once. His second defence, though, his first defence on a big premium event will be against the guy who won that amazing six-pack challenge on Mayhem. I'm still not over that match. I'm really not.
If you haven't seen it, it needs to be watched.
It was amazing, that match. But Momentum was the guy who grabbed the opportunity to face Johan Hunt on June 24th. You can get your tickets now to join us in Batley for that great Showcase of Champions event on the UK Wrestling
it's
TV.
Not the night the champions like, is it?
No.
That is the
it's
night
really
they
not.
have to defend their title, whether they like it or not.
No, it is a thing. That's why we call it the Showcase of Champions. And maybe the next guy who's coming out here is the Genesis champion. Yeah, he'll be defending that belt on that show. We're talking about the man in our main event. Let's get it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your main event of Friday Night Showdown is a singles contest set for one fall. Introducing first.
This is going to be a really good main event between two very hungry young men. And this guy has been a very dominant Genesis champion.
I'm going to say, he may have had favouritism at times, but he's shown that he can defend it on his own.
He's not made many friends along the way, but he really doesn't care.
Introducing your Genesis Wrestling Champion, the Mercenary for Hire, Sebastian Mercer.
Is that a new jacket I see him
It says the Mercenary on it.
Mercenary.
You know what, he grabbed me earlier on tonight. He said, Brett, you know what, you've got to call me Main Event Mercer. Because that's what he is tonight. He went, Brett, I'm Main Event, you better call it me. I literally did.
I hope he's paying you like he always was paying.
Is he balls paying me? He literally did grab me on the way in the corridor though and go, yeah, I want you to call me Main Event Mercer. So there you go. Because I'm a professional, Seb, alright. That really happened as well. He is the Genesis champion. The longest reigning Genesis champion over he lost the title for a cup of coffee, didn't he? I'll never let him forget that.
I'm going to say you have to make it is over 2 reigns.
Even though they were like 2 minutes apart, it still counts. That was a memorable night on Showdown. We have lots of memorable moments every week in this building, don't we? We really do. Mercer looking to build his legacy as the most dominant Genesis wrestling champion ever. He says this is the Sebastian Mercer show. Tonight, though, for a one night at least, he is Main Event Mercer.
Oh, you've given him that name.
I know. But hey, he's got a more than worthy opponent waiting back there. Let's get him out here.
Introducing Sebastian Mercer's opponent.
A former UK Wrestling World Television and Tag Team Champion, recovering from a bit of a break and a bit of an injury. Returned last week.
I'm going to say against Bishop, not afraid of big challenges.
Very impressive last week, a very impressive return for this popular young man about to come through the curtain.
Introducing Cerebral Steve.
The walking weapon.
See the look.
Yes.
Yeah. Sebastian Mercer there.
Steve is not going to be intimidated by the braggadocious nature of our Genesis champion. Steve is stoic in demeanour, but ever so dangerous. We like to call him the human walking weapon, and there's a good darn reason why we do it. It's not just me spitting words out of my mouth for the fun of it.
You can see these two do not like each other.
He really doesn't. Mercer is barely letting Steve get in here. Steve looking distinctly unimpressed by what Mercer's trying to do to him. Steve won't be fazed by this. Steve finally gets back in. It's main event time
Oh, the ref needs to get in between these here.
There's a lot of...
He needs to break
wow,
this
yeah. A lot of pride and a lot of young, hungry athletes in UKW, and these are two of the hungriest. Sebastian Mercer and Cerebral C about to go at it here on Friday Night Showdown. It's Brett Hadley and the one Sid Phoenix at ringside, and Mercer and Steve Alabella's rang nose to nose. Oh, disrespect by Mercer. It's not going to go down well. Oh my God.
Oh, we said it'd be a strike fest.
It's going to explode in a hurry.
A fight.
Yeah. Mercer with a chop, Steve with one returning. You see the referee's almost like, oh my God, what are they doing? They're battering the life out of each other here.
Who's going to get the upper hand there?
Yeah.
Oh,
he did.
Crack that chop.
Right to the throat. Mercer kicks him off. Maybe looking for the Emerald Bullet. Oh, he did. Oh, Steve had it scoured. Steve looking for the hidden blade. Both men.
They were going for early finishes there. Quick night main event.
They wanted an early knockout. They wanted me to do some more filling. That's what they wanted to do, because this thing was nearly over. Oh! Steve has got Mercer in a German suplex. Mercer doesn't know what hit him. Quick 2 count. And Mercer has to fight his way out there very quickly. Now Cerebral Steve is the one in early control of the Genesis Wrestling champion. Mercer ducks under the clothesline. Oh, fires off.
Just took Steve off his feet there.
And Mercer is vicious. We know this. So we've seen it many times now, how vicious he can be. And he's all fired up. Got drafted to Friday nights. There's one in the crowd then going, why are you so angry? It's a question nobody seems to know the answer to. He's an angry young man. Oh, hits that elbow right to the back, and we know Cerebral Steve's had back issues. The reason why he was missing for a few weeks was because he needed to rehabilitate that back.
So he had that full month off to just get... Obviously try and
the main cause of his injuries was the back, and I think Mercer is well aware of why Cerebral Steve missed those few weeks of action here. Well aware. Sound strategy. We might not like it, but it's sound strategy by the mercenary. He's really getting on the crowd's nerves here. He knows exactly what he's doing. Mercer now with an Irish whip. Crisscrosses Steve, and again knocks him down.
Using that full body weight and the momentum into that tackle.
It's 2 out of Cerebral Steve. Looking at the ref, a bit frustrated that he couldn't get the job done here. Clubs to the back again, but Steve trying to fight back. Mercer's got to be careful, because all it takes is Steve to hit him with one swift kick.
So we've seen him knock out many of his opponents with one swift move.
But Mercer, to his credit, is putting the referee in his place, saying, I can hear you, I'm not deaf. Steve can't catch a break here, Sid. Oh, now what's Mercer thinking? He's got Steve in the corner here. Might be looking for that cannonball. There it is. All that way onto Cerebral Steve's dragging him out here. Sid, has he got this? Is main event Mercer going to win? Oh,
only a 2. Not enough as you're naming him main event Mercer, not me, clearly.
Hard to debate though. At this point, he's doing quite well for himself here. I might not like it, but he is doing quite well. Against a former tag team and television champion. Now he's choking him over the ropes though. All that weight again on the back. Mercer jaw-jacking with this crowd while he's beating up Cerebral Steve. And now front face lock by Mercer. Big suplex. And this is a main event on Friday Night Showdown. Mercer with a quick cover. No, it's going to continue right after this break. We'll be back with more of Showdown right after this. It is Brett Hadley, the voice of UKW, and Sid Phoenix at ringside. We are in the UKW arena. It is Friday Night Showdown, and this is our main event. The Mercenary for Hire, the Genesis champion, Sebastian Mercer, one-on-one with Cerebral Steve. And all through the break, Sid, Mercer controlled this.
No, you said Mercer on top, shall we say. You just had Steve's number throughout that break. And as you can see here, it's still carrying on. Sebastian Mercer seems to have got the best of Steve at this point.
And he's been targeting the back all the way through the break. That injured back, the reason why we didn't see Steve for a few weeks, has been the focus of a lot of the offense of Mercer, who's played a very smart game here, whether we like it or not. Most of this crowd really don't.
I'm going to say yes.
Oh my God! Did you hear that? We thought before the break it would take one shot from Cerebral Steve to turn this around, and that might have been it. Mercer, though, hits back. That huge discus lariat.
You saw him use his head as well before that. He just didn't have any.
No, he didn't hook the leg there either. Only two. The viciousness of these two men. They're hungry, they're aggressive. Excuse me, and they're hungry and aggressive. Mercer saying he's got all day to do this. Taunting this UKW audience. It's like he's enjoying himself, dishing out the punishment, and now wrenching back on the chin and the neck and the back again, burying that knee in the back of Cerebral Steve.
Yeah, it's buried deep there in the back.
Like we can see what the camera can't hear, and the knee is buried right in the back of Steve.
I'm going to say we're on the better angle for how it was in there.
Yeah, but Steve trying to fight back. There's no way. There's no quit in Cerebral Steve. But is Mercer just too much here? For the former television champion who gets his back cracked, bent in half. The back's not meant to bend like that.
You can see.
We had a great angle again. The bridge of the back that just got cracked over Sebastian Mercer's knee. I'm just saying to the ref, he knows the rules very well, he does. He knows how to break them as well, let's be honest.
I was going to say, he uses them to max before it's a disqualification.
Absolutely. Uses every moment of his allotted time before he has to let go. But Steve, not done yet, fires back. Steve springs back in here. Oh, but Mercer again nearly decapitates him.
Took off his feet there.
Yeah, he took him off his head off his shoulders with another clothesline. And Mercer has been very impressive here.
You can see, as much as I hate saying this, why Mercer is the Genesis Ignite champion.
Exactly. Why he is a long reigning champ. Yeah.
Why he is classed as top of the tree for that title.
Top of the Genesis Championship food chain is Mercer. Cerebral Steve, though. Oh! Now might be able to mount a comeback. Is Mercer out from that one shot? There's one shot down the Mercenary. Oh, no. Not enough. Cerebral Steve asking the ref if it was 3. It wasn't. Mercer escaping to higher ground on the outside here. Realises he's in a bad spot.
Whether you like the tactics or not, this is the ring smarts of Sebastian Mercer. When the times get tough, I'm escaping.
Sid, you see Steve was favouring his back. He was holding it there.
Yeah, you can physically.
He's doing it again. He's just walked right past the front of the desk, holding that back. Mercer is trying to do a lap round the ring here. Steve isn't going to let him do it. Mercer rolls back in. Mercer was going to cut him off. Steve was wise to the plan of the wily Mercenary.
Oh, look at him drawing a line in the middle of the ring. The cockiness of Sebastian Mercer.
The arrogance of Mercer, who then tries, but he gets elbowed in the face for his trouble. Steve had it all countered. Or did he? Oh, face first. The powerful Mercer rolls over, hooks the leg, and almost gets a victory on Showdown.
How is Steve still in this here?
Still fighting. This crowd know it. Mercer saying it was 3. It wasn't. It was only 2 by James the ref. telling the ref, did you not go to school and count? You
He
did.
needs to realise and focus on his opponent here. Leave the officials alone and
Don't
get the
give
work done.
Steve chance to recover. Now, Mercer's trying to suplex. Steve is blocking it. We've seen Steve do this before. Hooks the leg, he rolls through. Steve's got him caught in a guillotine here, Sid.
That fisherman into that
Yeah,
guillotine.
he's got him caught. Mercer is trapped with nowhere to go. Oh! Did he go to his... He bit him and...
No, he just used his head. Oh my God!
And Steve
just
using his head
his
in
own head
return.
back. Throwing no caution
Look
to his
at
own health.
Steve. Oh, he just kicked him right in the arm. Mercer could be in trouble. Steve picks him up. Oh, it's under the X-Plex. There it is. And Mercer, for the first time, is in a really bad position.
I guess he's looking. This is the first time in the match we say Mercer is looking in trouble.
He is. And now, gets dropped back. Is this enough? Can Steve roll over? He gets an arm over. Drapes the arm. Oh,
that must have been millimeters from Steve leaving here victorious.
I think you're right, Mr. Phoenix. Some of this crowd think it was 3. It was awfully close, but it wasn't quite 3. Now, fantastic main event on Friday Night Showdown.
I've got to say, these two giving it all here.
Showing why Red Brocco chose them, to his credit, to his brand on Friday nights. Don't forget though, Wednesday Night Mayhem returns next week with Siddy P at the head.
Hey, to be not biased, don't forget Monday Night Ignite.
Got to say
Come
it.
on, I get shouted at. Everyone says I'm biased. There you have it.
With the 2-time ladies champion Leonie Rose as the general manager. There we go. Other general managers are available, like the one sat next to me. Mercer, the pop-up powerbomb might have just sealed a main event victory, or
still not enough.
Not enough for main event Mercer to win the main event.
I'm saying it again. I know I am, but how is Steve still in this?
The will and the desire of Steve. Mercer was convinced that pop-up powerbomb was going to be enough.
I'm not going to lie, I thought that was it. The punishment Steve's took tonight.
And then that powerbomb targets right on the back. You land really hard on your back. But Steve somehow stayed in, maybe looking for a clover leaf, and this is going to hurt. Oh, Steve's in a bad place now, Sid.
Steve needs to either tap and survive another day or use everything and get out of here.
There's absolutely no chance in living hell. Steve's going to quit and he gets to the ropes to preserve his chances in our main event, and Mercer still can't believe he didn't tap. Mercer cannot believe that Steve didn't tap out, and now maybe it's time. He's pulling that knee pad down, Sid.
Like I say, is it time? Is he sat for
He's
the
only
bullet?
got one shot left, but Steve has it countered and nearly chops his throat.
But look where
and
Mercer's
now
landed.
Mercer's landed. Surely that's it. Nobody, and I mean nobody, gets up from that. Not even main event Mercer. Steve survives and outlasts the Genesis champion in our main event. What a match that was.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Cerebral Steve.
That is exclamation point victory there.
Absolutely, and I mean, to be fair, Mercer was on offense for quite a lot of that match. But like we said, it only takes one shot, right?
Let's call him for a man.
Oh, Steve wants a microphone here. Let's find out what's on his mind as he just defeated the Genesis
That title over there, it's the Monday Night Ignite. Go back there and stay there. This is Friday Night Showdown. This is my show.
Steve then telling Mercer, look, this is my show. Statement made by Cerebral Steve tonight. Well done, young man.
What a comeback. He comes back from injury against Bishop last week.
And now
and gets victorious. That was an absolute classic, should we say, between him and Bishop. And then tonight, let's say, we're going to call it Sebastian Mercer 80% on top there.
Yeah, I'd say for 70 to 80% of that match, Mercer was in control with the offensive But then it took the hidden blade.
I don't know, has anyone ever kicked out of it yet? Is it a move that if it connects, you're near enough guaranteed? 1, 2,
More or
3?
less. I think very few people, I think we can count the number of people who kicked out of that hidden blade on maybe 2 or 3 fingers. It's that much of a devastating shot to the back of your neck. You get hit with that, it's going to hurt.
Yes.
It's going to be it.
It's like, where does Sebastian Mercer go from here?
Well,
he said to you, want to be called main event Mercer.
How did that work out for him?
I was going to say, not the night. You want someone to put you over as main event Mercer.
He was insistent. He grabbed me by the scruff of this lovely shirt in the corridor and said, "You need to call me main event Mercer." I did, and tonight it didn't work out the way main event Mercer wanted. Still though, your Genesis champion,
And ain't no one gonna take this from me.
Sebastian Mercer. Oh, he's feeling the effects of that hidden blade. It's a definitive thing, Sid, I'll tell you.
I'm going to say, you imagine an elbow to the back of the head. It's a
hurt.
knockout blow.
It is a knockout blow from a knockout show. That is it, Sid. We're out of time for Friday Night Showdown for the Wednesday Night Mayhem. General Manager, the one, Sid Phoenix. I am the voice of UKW, Brett Hadley, saying we'll see you next week on Friday Night Showdown. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week.